Okay, so this is a Scruffy and Laurel. Laurel hatched out the 2 embryos I left for her. The second one was out yesterday. And today I went in to make sure she doesn't have any more in there. And when I picked her up, I found that she has gone way downhill again. I stopped giving her the antibiotics 2 days ago when she hatched out her first chick, and she just took a nosedive. She's in just really bad shape. So it turned out when I candled the remaining 3 eggs in the nest, 2 of them were blanks and 1 had an embryo in it. So I immediately took it out and put it in Cloudy's box. Cloudy had a blank nest, a nest full of blank eggs. So I had already given her 2 of Laurel's embryos. 1 she has hatched out successfully, and now she has 2 more to go. I hate this, but I did drop the egg. It doesn't seem to be damaged, but that doesn't mean that something didn't happen inside, so we'll see if it hatches. In the meantime, she had 2 live chicks in here, and I've got to put her back on antibiotics. I thought, I'm not going to take them both, because I think the reason she's alive is because of those babies. But I took 1, and I gave it to Limey and Luscious. So Luscious seems to have, Luscious went and looked in to the box when the new baby had just put in and stared at it for a while, and then after a little bit decided to climb in, and she has accepted it. So that's all good. So we have Laurel chicks spread around all over the place, but that's okay. I don't think that the 1 embryo they had in there is any good anymore, so these guys are pure fosters at this point. This is Buster and Rainbow. They have 6 eggs in there. 2 are blank, 2 look like they fizzled, and 2 look like they still have embryos in them. So we'll see if we get any. And maybe she's too old to get embryos that survive to hatching. So we'll just have to wait and see. So this is Neon and Angel, my 2 little regular parakeets. And their first embryo hatched today. They had 2 of their own embryos and 3 blank eggs. And Laurel and Hardy up here had 2 blank eggs and 2 embryos. Laurel has lost 2 newborn chicks, and I feared that she is not good at taking care of newborn chicks. So I took her 2 extremely valuable little embryos and put them down here, and took 1 of Angel's baby embryos and stuck it up there. Well, today, the first 2 chicks hatched. Now, in Angel's box, I don't have any idea which babies are going to be hers and which ones are going to be Lilith's. But in Lilith's box, I know that the 1 chick that hatched is Angel's. And, of course, I instantly became paranoid. I looked at it. It's brand new. Didn't have anything in its crop yet. I'm like, oh, my God, she's not going to feed it. It's going to die. So I stressed over it for about a half an hour, came out and decided I'm going to take it out and give it to somebody else. And then I opened the box and it had food in its crop. So, okie dokie, she got to keep it. If she does okay with that baby, she'll end up being a foster. Not that I need a lot of fosters anymore, because we're just got a lot of old hens with very small clutches. So anyway, also when I candled Angel's eggs the second time, so she was supposed to have 1 of her own embryos and 2 of Lilith's embryos. But when I candled them, she had 4. So maybe 1 of her later eggs ended up having something in it and I missed it or something. I don't know. And the one of them looked a little questionable, so maybe it's not even going to hatch. I don't know. And I won't know which chick is which when they first hatch. I won't know until they grow their feathers in, unless I see some serious size differential. I do have to say the chick that Lilith has over here, which I know is a regular parakeet chick, is absolutely tiny. I mean, it is teeny. So, and it looks like the one over here is a little bit bigger. But that can happen from babies from the same parents. So, and that they both hatched on the same day, it seems like maybe the first one over here must be Lilith's. Because unless she delayed sitting, they wouldn't hatch on the same day. And she said this is her 4th time for motherhood, and probably her last time. And she's always hatched them out 2 days apart. So I'm going to guess that this chick down here is probably Lilith's. But again, really won't know until they get feathers. So, this is Bubba and his new lady who doesn't have a name. And she is in the box. A lady in waiting. Her first egg. I expect her first egg anytime now. Yay! These two happy little parents are up to 3 babies. Since they're not in the box, let's take a peek at those 3 babies. Look at those fat little babies. You can't even see the littlest one. He's buried down in there. Let me see. Come here, giant boy. Where's that baby? There it is. See the one in the middle? Cutest little thing. I expect one more of those eggs to hatch, and it will get fostered probably to Lilith over here. I'm not going to bother them. So I have double-checked Coco's eggs. She has a lot of eggs in there. Looks like she has 1 chick, 6 eggs. It looks like only one of the remaining 6 eggs actually has an embryo in it. I thought at one point there were 2. First when I first candled them, I thought there were 2. Then I candled them again and thought there were 3, and now I'm back down to 2 again. So, we'll see. She's, again, a 4-year-old hen, so not a huge amount of fertility there. Let's see. This is Jester taking a nap, and his Sky hatched out her 2nd chick today. And this is Razzle and Remington were supposed to hatch out a 2nd chick today, but nothing yet. Just one great big fat chick. Okay, so that is the update. We'll do a fertility check on, this is Saturn and Katesh. These two's hatch date's not till Friday. I did a fertility check on Marine and Mercury over here, and they had a blank nest of 3 or 4 eggs that showed no development. One of the things I think I'm running into is I trimmed their vents, and it's fall, and they're growing new feathers. So after finding no visible development, I pulled them both out to look at their vents again, and they'd half grown over again. So maybe some of the infertility I'm running into there is, they needed to be trimmed more than once, and I wasn't aware. So she will still lay me another 2 or 3 eggs. So I trimmed their vents again. I'm hoping for a little fertility in the last few eggs. We'll check again in a few days. Okay, I think we've covered everybody. So yeah, I'm pretty worried about Laurel. I've got her down to 1 baby. It's minimal stress without, taking all of her babies and ruining her life. So hopefully she'll pull through. And I put her back on antibiotics. I've given antibiotics to hens with babies in the nest before, and this Amtil stuff is okay. The babies will survive it. So, okay, that's about it.